Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the back office. If you're like me, you're cold-blooded. That means your fingers are freezing all the time, cold to the touch. And you have to wear gloves and you have to wear jumpers and you have to wear thermals like all these all the time. So when I saw these in a shop recently, a charity shop again, for £1, I couldn't resist. And these are hot gel hand warmers, self-heating and rechargeable. You've probably seen these. These have been out for a few years. There's a small metal disc. There's some instructions here. I'll just explain them. They're actually come in a little baggie like this. Okay. You'll see, if I'm very careful, there's a metal disc here. Now, if I crack that disc, you'll see what happens. Something magical. So, are you ready? So, I smack the disc. Oops, you can see it's happening already. Do you see that? It's actually turning into a solid. And that's a crystal. And lovely and hot now. So it's going to heat up to about 50 degrees. In fact, let me get the second one out here. Again, we'll crack the disc on that one. Oh, there we go. Now we have two. So warm. So how it works, that little disc that you snap, and it's going to be hard to show you now because these have gone translucent. If I can find one, here we go. Right, you see the little disc there now. So what's in these bags is salt, and it's a super concentrate of salt. Imagine you made something so salty, so incredibly salty, it more or less turned into a big solid lump of crystal of salt. And that's what these are. So it's a liquid that's had so much salt put into it, it's virtually always crystal. Now what happens when you boil this in a pan for about 15 minutes, you'll turn those salt crystals back into a very salty liquid. So it's a super salty liquid. And that disc tends to hold a little bit of the crystal. There's always a little bit, one smidgen of the crystal that hasn't quite dissolved, and it's held in the pattern of that disc. So when you crack that disc, that little crystal shard falls off and then acts as something for all the salt in the liquid to stick to. So then the whole, all the salt suspended in that liquid joins those crystal, and it grows and fills these bags. And that reaction is endothermic, one or the other, which means it produces heat as that happens. So as that chemistry happens, it gives off heat. So you end up with these lovely warm pouches of heat. And they'll stay warm in your pocket or in your back of your gloves if they're big enough for, maybe 20 minutes, something like that. And all you need to do is pop them back in the pan and boil them up for 15 minutes without them touching the side. I always put a plate in the bottom of the pan so they don't scorch. And that'll just cause all those crystals to melt and form back into that super salty concentrated liquid, ready to go again. Now, if you don't boil them fully, so there's still a little bit of the crystal in there, what will happen, you'll see it will go clear, but you'll see maybe a white lump of the crystal. When this actually starts to cool, it will grow again back from the crystals and go solid. So you have to make sure they're heated through. So you've seen these in the shops, in Superdrug, Pound Stretcher, Oxfam, wherever. Next time you spot them, just pick them up. Buy them for £1. I don't think you'll regret having those. Good for a bit of fun. And I haven't actually burst one yet to see what it is, but I'm guessing it's pretty non-toxic too. So I hope that's been of some help for you. As ever, thanks for watching.